Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have another entry in my Quest for Digimon series. In this series I've been showing you guys all the Digimon related stuff that I've been able to find in various places. This time around I went to a retro game store that just opened up recently called GameSwap. They deal in mainly video games, but they do also have a bunch of other collectibles as well, particularly toys, and I have found tons of toys there in the past that have interested me, but the price hasn't always been right. This time I saw that they got a whole bunch of Digimon toys in, and I knew that I had to at least try to get some of them, so I went and I traded a couple of things. The stuff that I traded, the good chunk of it was my Commodore VIC-20 along with the tape deck and some games. I had shown it in a video months and months ago, but it really wasn't doing me any good. I didn't care for the thing in the first place. I sort of grabbed it because it looked somewhat interesting, but I knew I could definitely trade it towards something else, and that something else turned out to be some Digimon toys, so here's what I got. But before I get to those exactly, I'll just say this. The toys themselves ended up being $20, $40, $60, $70 in total. For the VIC-20 and the extra stuff, I was able to get $50 of credit from those, and then I traded a couple random PS1 games that I had doubles of to make up the rest of the cost, and these are the toys that I got. So first up is this Armadillo Mon toy. Sorry if I'm not able to show you like the best view of this toy itself, but this Armadillo Mon toy is one of the toys that had an action feature rather than being a transformable Digimon toy. Its action feature relies on this wheel on the bottom of its stomach. You just turn the gears, I suppose, and then he just crawls across any surface that you put him on. But he seems to also have this other sort of function where he can sort of roll up, but I'm not too certain how to get that to stay in place exactly. But he still looks pretty good as is. It's a very faithful representation of Armadillo Mon. So that was the first one that I saw. Next up, the other one that I got is this Flamedramon. This Flamedramon actually is one of the ones that transforms into its Digi-Egg, and the Digi-Egg transformation honestly doesn't really look that faithful to its representation on the show, because his claws do end up still sticking out while he is in the Digi-Egg mode. So he is much better set like this as Flamedramon. As Flamedramon, his proportions... Sorry, sort of lost my breath there. His proportions are fairly decent. He looks almost exactly like you would assume him to look compared to how he does on the TV show. But if you look at him from certain angles, especially from the insides of his hands, you can see that they're entirely hollow there because they are supposed to sort of fold up into themselves to get into that Digi-Egg position. But you can see at certain points he is kind of hollow, which kind of ruins the look of it. But as long as you're looking at him from the front and his arms are either down or faced inwards like that, he looks pretty decent. Moving on from there is this other figure that I was really happy to find because I do have a similar one to this. It is the Rapidmon figure. I think it's a 5-6 inch figure. It's hard to tell because his ears stick up so much. I had the basic Rapidmon that comes in green, but this one here is the gold Rapidmon that is associated with the... I want to say Digi-Egg of Miracles, but I always mix up the two golden Digi eggs, so sorry if I made that mistake. But this figure is really nice. The Rapidmon that I do have is missing one of its feet, so that kind of sucks. Otherwise it still mostly stands up. But this one here is in just perfect condition. None of the paint is chipping away on it, and it's just in absolutely perfect condition. I was very happy to see this one here. Now, the last one that I'm going to show you guys is my favorite one of these figures that I found. He seems to have all his pieces, everything seems to be in place. This figure here is the Digivolving Growlmon to War Growlmon. This figure also is one of these with the sort of chrome-plated plastic situation going on. I always forgot what this is called, but basically they just released standard versions of this one, of a whole bunch of different figures, but then they also released other ones that had these accent pieces that were in this sort of chrome-plated plastic. So this one here also looks very good, but when I found it in the store, it was just sort of jumbled up. It really wasn't displayed all that well because the guy had no idea how to actually transform it into either Digimon, either into Growlmon or War Growlmon like I currently have it. It was just a sort of mishmash of pieces, but I figured it out in the end. These figures were always notoriously difficult to actually transform, and sometimes even required you pulling pieces off of the figure to actually be able to transform it. And this is definitely one of those figures that you have to sort of pull apart at times to fully transform it. But yeah, I'm very happy to get all 4 of these figures. It's very hard to actually find Digimon toys in this day and age, and lately I've been having some luck finding more, but hopefully I can find even more and in this great condition as well in the future. But yeah, that's it. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, just put in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website that I'll link in the description below, and also linked in the description below is a link to my 500 subscribers contest. Check that out as well if you'd like, and that's it. See ya.